What's up guys, it's Jamie. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the new Apple TV 4K. I purchased it recently. I'm going to unbox it for you, give you my first impressions. I'll also compare it to the old version I have, which is an Apple TV HD that I think I've had for over 4 years now. Okay, now really quickly before we begin, if you could, while you're watching the video, please give it a quick like. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Really helps out the channel, makes me feel good. I don't really know if there's any downfall to doing those two things. So if you could do that, it'd be really appreciated. Thank you. I picked up the 32 gigabyte version. This is $179.99. They also have this available in a 64 gigabyte version. I pre-ordered it. It came in on launch day, and then I completely forgot about it. Bought a house and just decided, a few weeks after it launches and everyone else has done videos on it, I might as well hook this thing up and do a video for you guys. So one quick disclaimer for this unboxing, I actually did already technically unbox this, but I MacGyvered it in a way in which I didn't remove any of the stickers or any of the real paper, so we can actually go through that process in this unboxing today. I just wanted to make sure that I was hands-on with it a little bit before actually making this video. So here we have the packaging. As always with Apple, it's very clean and minimal. So in the box we have standard Apple TV and then the big winner, which is the new remote. So here are all the contents in the box: manual, remote, power cord, Apple TV, and then this is going to be your charging cord for your remote. Charging cord is your pretty standard Lightning to USB. Let's take a look what's in the manual. Not a whole lot in here, just giving you a rundown of the new controls and what the back looks like, connecting it to your TV. All the stickers on the Apple TV. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I like that. This is the main reason why I bought this new version, this new remote. This guy is a game changer. If you've used an Apple TV for a while, you know that like one of the biggest flaws is just the remote. It's very flimsy. It feels kind of cheap. It also, I don't know, with the shiny gloss black, it gets a little dirty. This one is perfect. You also, it's like missing a bunch of buttons. So like this one obviously has the mute button, which is awesome. It has like a dedicated power button, which seems like a very, simple thing. I like the Siri button being on the side as well. And they went away from just a trackpad. So you have essentially like a dial pad on the outside with a trackpad in the middle. I've used it a little bit, and the buttons and the way that they feel, the click, is just super nice. When you hear just that tactile feedback, it's just super nice. They're a little raised as well. And so it just, the overall feeling is just awesome. In your hand, like the weight feels good. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. Just in the palm of your hand, it's just a very satisfying high-end feeling. Now, granted, you don't have to get the 4K to get the new remote. You can get the HD version for $149.99 and still get this remote. But I figured it'd be better to go and kind of future-proof, get the latest technology with the 4K capability for $30 more. When you compare it to, I have my old remote here, this remote was a pain. It's a pain for a couple of reasons. It's kind of small, it's light, which can be nice, but it's flipping and flopping all over the place. It's a little finicky with the touchpad. Also, there's no mute function. You're using this main, the main screen button for a lot of different tasks. So the fact that they added a dedicated power button, that they put Siri on the side, added a mute button, it's just making it a much more user-friendly and like great kind of high-end elevated experience. You still have the charging on the bottom. Granted, the battery lasts on these things for such an extended period of time, but you'll notice like when you put this in your hand, it feels just super, super, super nice. The weight is perfect. The tactile feel of the buttons is just really, really nice. The way that they've laid it out, even like when you look at the power button is machined aluminum as well. It's not, I think it's clever how they did power and Siri. They're both in the aluminum as opposed to being like plastic buttons. So it kind of declutters it a little bit while still having those buttons available. It's just, this is 100% like worth the upgrade. So I found that with this trackpad dial pad function, it's a little bit different because you can't just really quickly like swipe around as easily as I can with the other one. I will say that with that being said, I still do prefer this style over the old style. When looking at the Apple TVs themselves, like the new version, there's really, I mean, from a size perspective, they're pretty similar. Some of the differences that are kind of interesting, like the old version has like a lightning port in it, while the new version doesn't. I don't know why you need it. This one's a little bit, the new one's a little bit more raised on the bottom. The color seems a little bit darker, which I like, but other than that, they look exactly identical. So I haven't had a ton of time looking at the picture quality of the new 4K Apple TV. I will say in my limited experience that the picture quality is better. It's marginally better. I'm not like an extreme like videophile that would notice any of these subtle differences. The color balance feature is kind of cool. It did make the colors, when I looked at the post calibration, they were more natural and not as bright and washed out as before. But I didn't experience any like, oh my god, this picture quality is just off the charts right now. I mean, the 4K, the HD version I had before was great as well. I think a lot of it has to do with the TV that you have, as well as the content that you're watching. I mean, the Apple TV can only do so much. So if you're purchasing this to, expect to see some sort of like drastic major picture quality difference, I would say that maybe to temper those expectations a little bit. For me, the thing is really just, I like the Apple ecosystem. I like the layout, the design of the device. I like the user experience. I think it's a very intuitive, clean design. And when looking at from an upgrade from an older version to this version, the main reason why I made the upgrade is because they finally updated the remote. And I thought that it would be better to upgrade to the 4K version as opposed to the HD version. If you don't have a 4K TV, you don't really care about that, save a few dollars and just get the regular HD version with the newer style remote. If you want to future-proof yourself a little bit for when more 4K content does come out, just go ahead and get the 4K version. If you're just watching it for TV and just watching content, then save some money, get the 32 gigabyte. If you're downloading a lot of apps, playing games or whatnot, you might want to look into getting the 64 gigabyte version. That's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please comment below. I'd like to hear what you think about the new 4K Apple TV. If there's something else you use from a streaming perspective, I'd like to hear a little bit about that. If you have any suggestions of other items that I should check out, so let me know. If you haven't already, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.